Greetings and good health. I am Dr. Jerica Sarko, a pediatric and family wellness chiropractor. This is your lifeline to vitality, where we discuss ways to cultivate family wellness. Good day and great health. Welcome back to another edition of your Lifeline to Vitality. Today on the podcast, no pain? Great. Healthy? Not quite. I'm in no pain. I must be healthy, right? You see, we can't equate our health with the absence of symptoms, specifically pain. How can this be? If we look to the World Health Organization and their definition of health, it states, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. From a physiological standpoint, our health can be measured by how well our nerve system is functioning. Why is that? Our nerve system does four main things. It controls all the movements we make, senses everything we feel, regulates all body organs, and relates us to the outside world. The nerve system is considered the master control system for these reasons. When nerves get stressed, it affects their sensitivity, perception, and behavior. There are three main types of stresses that we encounter in our day-to-day life. They are physical, chemical, and emotional in nature. The job of the brainstem is to adapt to those stresses and bring the body back into balance. When the brainstem and nerve system are functioning at their optimal levels, our health can express at its greatest potential. With optimal nerve sensation, perception, and behavior, we can have healthy function. If the stresses are too great for the brainstem to adapt, an abnormal compensation occurs. A vertebral subluxation is a physical presentation of this abnormal compensation. A vertebral subluxation creates spine imbalance and nerve tension. This then creates a disruption in the sensitivity, perception, and behavior of the nerves involved. A subluxation can be painless. How can this be? You see, only 10% of our nerves actually sense pain. This means that a subluxation can affect 90% of nerve sensitivity, perception, and behavior without causing pain. If we just use the absence of pain as our benchmark for health, a subluxation might go overlooked. We will continue on our lives at a suboptimal level, and suboptimal health results in abnormal function. Over time, abnormal function creates abnormal tissue. Abnormal tissue creates more abnormal nerve sensitivity, perception, and behavior. Abnormal tissue can also be painless. If abnormal tissue is left alone, over time, it creates damaged tissue. Damaged tissue results in even more disruption in nerve sensation, perception, and behavior. Damaged tissue can still be painless. Damaged tissue, if left alone, can then start to create pain symptoms. Here is where the major alarm bells start to signal. Enough abnormal nerve sensitivity, perception, and behavior have sounded the alarm bells for pain. In general, what is the medical approach to pain? For the most part, medicine aims to suppress pain symptoms with the big three: shots, pills, and surgery. Does the suppression work? Yes, about 10% of the time. How come? Because only 10% of our nerves sense pain. Eventually, shots, pills, and surgeries can wear off that aim to suppress pain. When the suppression wears off, the person then starts to enter crisis mode. Here, the pain is even greater. Again, the medical approach is to focus on the suppression of pain, now just with different shots, pills, and surgeries, or more of the same shots, pills, and surgeries. If all medical interventions fail, this is often the point where people will try chiropractic for the first time as a last-ditch effort. But what if we start with chiropractic? Chiropractic looks to a root cause and aims to correct a vertebral subluxation. If we correct the vertebral subluxation, we cut down on abnormal tissue and damaged tissue. Preventing damaged tissue cuts down on unnecessary pain. Instead of being reactive to a disease crisis, we can be proactive in our health and well-being. Chiropractic aims to be proactive when it comes to health and wellness. So, my question then is this: why wait to try chiropractic? Thank you for listening. For even more information on how chiropractic can benefit you and your family, please check out my website, ohiospecific.com. That's ohiospecific.com. Until next time, remember to keep your head cool, feet warm, and your mind busy.